about to head out to go see Mr. Matt at Rockbox. Going to pick up the subframe, the engine mount. Going to come back and maybe even have a go at trying to get them fitted. We'll see how much time I've got tonight. Probably not a lot. This is currently what the garage is looking like. Engine, car. So yeah, we definitely need to get some work done. Ben's arrived. He's taken me up. He's awfully kind like that. So, catch up with you after. Hello.
So strange.
How the devil, sir?
Devil.
Ah, I've lost my keys.
Devilish. Devilish, sir.
I should probably find my keys.
Yeah, probably should.
Gives a tenner, mate. Look at that hairline. It's lovely. It's a nice pin you've got there.
What? $1,000. My car. I'll just be here for like 3 hours.
3 hour days.
3 hours.
What's going on, guys? Obviously, it's a new day. So yeah, last night, which is the first part of this video, like literally 10 seconds ago, we went up to Rockbox, me and Ben did, to go see Matt, and we picked up my bits down here. So we picked up the front subframe, which I'll show you in a second, and the engine mounts again, I'll show you in a second. But I'm like proper chuffed with it. If you follow me on Instagram, you will have seen the post of it. But I think in person it looks a hell of a lot better. Hats off to Matt for his work on that, because it looks really good. I'll show you it now. I'll do a little bit of, put some spice on it, some of that. Yeah, front subframe. So that was just a little glimpse of the subframe. I'll go through it now with you, but it's absolutely insane. This thing is going to be strong, like really strong. So what he's done is, on the underside of it, he basically stripped it all back. So it was all bare, took out all of the underneath bit where it's all spot welded on these ridge bits here. So obviously we cut this middle part out, and what he's done is put in, I mean you can see how thick that is up against my finger, for example. That's a 10mm thick piece of steel, and it basically runs the whole underside of the subframe. Needs the access points for the steering rack bolt. So it's a proper good job, awesome job. Plenty of welds on there to keep it nice and strong. It's sick. Absolutely love it. So yeah, props to Matt for that. Awesome bit of work. Engine mounts haven't changed. They're exactly the same as they were before. Basically just need to do a full test run. Actually, I say they're the same. This one has changed slightly. It's got a big bit of bracing on now, which is that bit. So that should be really nice and strong. And he's also double plated, like where the bolt goes through, just for extra rigidity and strength. Proper chuffed with all those bits. As always, the link for Rockbox is down in the description below, so make sure you go check them out. If you need any metal panels or any metal work, restoration work, or any rock work or anything like that, if you're local to sort of Ripon, Thirsk area in North Yorkshire, definitely give them a shout, even if you're further afield. I'm going to make a really good start on putting all this in the car. If you watched the last video where I took it all out, you'll know that it came out really quickly, really simply, so I'm hoping it goes in just exactly the same. Always got the fingers crossed when I'm working on this thing. Always, you guys know. Still zoomed in. Wrong way. Well, that was absolutely horrendous. Yeah, I am definitely dripping with sweat now. I did do a time lapse of that. What I just did. Putting the other side back in, putting the steering rack in, but quite frankly it was rubbish because I would just have my back to the camera the whole time and you couldn't see anything happening anyway. So pointless in my my own personal opinion. I haven't quite tightened one of the bolts up on the steering rack, so I'm going to have to do that first, but it's ready for the engine. Yes, it is that time that we can try these engine mounts for the first time. So I'm very excited now, very excited. It's going in exactly as it did before with the gearbox on and everything like that. God knows how it's going to work out. I basically just want to get the engine sat in on the mounts, that is it. I'm not bothered about anything else. The gearbox mount I'll have to do once the engine's in the car and I can get underneath and actually have a mess around. We're trying to mock up a mount of some description. Don't know how or what I'm going to do, but I'll figure something out, I would imagine. I need a quick 5-minute break before we get started because I'm really sweaty. I need a drink. I got really annoyed with that actually. It kind of pissed me off a bit. It was just an absolute chew and it just didn't want to go right, which I didn't want because this is supposed to be a really good video, a really exciting video where the engine is mounted into the car for the first time by itself and everything like that. Didn't lose my cool though. Kept my cool. I'll probably not do like any speaking. We'll just get into it. We'll just get that in there using these. Oh yeah. Catch you soon. Check this out. It's in. It really is in. Super happy. I've just done all my little measurements. We did take some measurements of where the engine needed to be sat, like so to have the crank in the centre basically, and we're literally less than 5 mil out. So I'm pretty damn happy with that. The gearbox still isn't in the right place. That needs to shift over just a touch. So that'll probably happen when we do the gearbox mount. So I'm really not worried about that. I've tried the level on the engine as well. The car is sat a bit weird. I don't know if you can see that, but the car's sat a bit weird. So I adjusted for that on the spirit level as well. The engine is pretty much absolutely bang on when it comes to spirit level as well. Matt, that was all you. Getting that engine in the car, that was you. So massive thank you to Rockbox. And again, links are in the description below for all of their stuff. YouTube, Facebook, website, all of that. Just go check them out, they're absolutely awesome. And I love them for doing this, helping me out doing this. Thank you. This is all I'm doing tonight. I'm just really happy that it's in. The next stage, gearbox mount. Not looking forward to that bit, but at least it's going to be less hassle than doing this. So fingers crossed to be able to do that fairly quickly. I'm going to try and do that myself. Hopefully it'll be done maybe in a week or so. Then it's a case of wiring it up. There is a massive amount I need to do with the wiring loom. Not a massive amount, like not as in depth as I went with my SR21 where I like stripped it all out and redid it all. This one is basically gonna have to be rejigged. So at the minute the loom all sits out the front. It's basically routed to come out the front of the engine here, whereas obviously it's a rear wheel drive car and we need it to go out the back through the firewall. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of a rejig with the wiring loom there, but shouldn't be too much of a drama. Should be able to handle that. So those are the next steps really in this. Like I say, absolutely over the moon now that the engine's in the car. I mean, look at it, it's sick. It's absolutely sick. It's been a long time coming, people. Long time coming. I told you the video is going to get more exciting. This is it for this short video. I think this is probably going to be less than 10 minutes, but I just wanted to do a video, like the final video of the engine going in the car. So it's done. Woo! Mad. So make sure that you click the like button because this was an awesome video. The engine's in the car, it's awesome. Do a little comment, it doesn't have to be much, it can be anything, just comment on it. And also subscribe as well. If you're not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Share it with your friends, tell all your friends. Let's get this channel booming. Yeah. Because soon we're going to go out drifting, and that's going to be the awesome bit, the drifting parts. So, yeah. Like, comment, subscribe. And I guess we'll see you on the next video when we're doing more fun stuff and getting this thing ready to run. Oh, yeah. Right guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.